Students, today I am going to talk about boring in lathe machine in manufacturing technology laboratory. Okay, first of all, we want to know what is boring and boring with the lathe. Boring is enlarging and truing of a hole by removing material from internal surfaces with a single point cutter bit. On the lathe, boring is accomplished in either of these two methods. One is mounting the holder and a boring toolbar with the cutter a bit on the tool post and revolving the workpiece. And second thing is mounting the workpiece in a fixed position to the carriage and revolving the boring toolbar and cutter bit in a chuck attached to the headstock spindle. So these are all the two methods of boring with the lathe. And you just look into this animation boring operation in lathe. So we need to use a boring tool for this boring operations. So we are going to enlarging the already drilled holes. So we are going to do this thing in boring. So we are going to enlarging the already drilled holes. So this boring tool is going to attach in the tool post. And first thing is we need to mount the workpiece on the spindle. We have a 3-jaw rotating chuck in a spindle. So we are going to mounting our workpiece in a 3-jaw chuck, and then already we have fixed the boring bar with the tool. Then we need to slightly touch on the already drilled holes. Then we need to apply the depth of cut and feed rate. So this is what we need to do in the boring operations. The workpiece may be supported in a chuck or fastened to a faceplate for boring operations is depending upon of the material to be machined. Okay, when boring is to be performed on the ends of stock, the workpiece is mounted in a chuck and a steady rest is used to support the right end near the cutter bit. And some boring operations require the use of special chuck mounted mandrels to hold workpieces that cannot be successfully mounted otherwise. And do you know what is the purpose of boring? Okay, boring is necessary in many cases to produce accurate holes. Drilled holes are seldom straight due to imperfections in the material which cause drills to move out of alignment. Therefore, where accuracy is important, drilled holes are usually made undersize and then bored or reamed to the proper dimensions. Boring is also useful in truing large holes in flat material. In this case, the hole is cut undersize using a bandsaw or trepanning tool and is trued to proper dimensions by boring. Okay, now let us watch one video of how boring is going to be done on lathe machine. you understood about this boring operations in a clear manner.